Well, Kacey, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat. Good to see you. How are things going? Are you kind of getting in a bit of a rhythm now, if that's at all possible these days? Now that we're 6, 7 weeks into the new school year here.
Definitely trying to. It's a lot better now than it was at the start. It's definitely a learning curve for sure. But now that we've solidified our practice times and dates, and I've kind of created a schedule for myself with the online classes, it's going a lot more smooth than it was in the first couple of weeks for sure.
How key is that to try and get that routine? And is it nice to kind of have that? I mean, I know you're not playing games right now, but just to be able to be with your teammates, to have an everyday practice sort of thing. And do you think that's really helpful through all of this crazy stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I think I speak for a lot of student athletes when I say that we thrive on organization and structure in our schedules, just because we do have so much going on at all times. So now it's odd. We have all this free time. We kind of have to tell ourselves to do it. It's not like you have to be at campus at this time and then you have to go to practice at this time. Definitely nice to be able to leave my little basement suite with my roommate and go to practice and see everybody. And yeah, it's definitely different, but we're working on it. We're getting through it together. And obviously it's nice when you have other people who are going through it with you.
It was such a different Thanksgiving long weekend for everyone. How were you able to celebrate? I think I saw some posts with a bunch of teammates. What did you guys get up to?
Yeah, so I didn't go home for Thanksgiving just because the nature of the world right now. So I FaceTimed my family as they were cooking and eating, which made me a little bit jealous for sure. So I hung up. I said, "All right, have a good night." But my roommate is one of my teammates, actually, Jade Robertson, and yeah, her parents were in town, so we went over to their place and we had some turkey, and they'll be here for a month or so. So yeah, we kind of just got to enjoy. I got to enjoy Thanksgiving with my second family, so it was good.
Awesome. How was your summer? I assume you spent a little extra time at home because of all the pandemic related stuff. I know you're super tight with your family, with your brother and with your grandparents and with your mom. How much did that help you having that close knit family?
Um, FaceTime is a godsend for sure. My mom actually was able to come out here and stay with me for a while. Um, so that was good. We watched my brother's hockey games on my little laptop in my room. Um, but definitely just to be able to reach out to someone and be like, hey, what's going on is definitely huge. Obviously, it would have been nice to be with them, but I stayed in Vancouver and I worked once the shutdown was lifted, or I guess the lockdown was lifted. So I was working a little bit, and yeah, so it was very much just at work and then coming home and hanging out with my roommate a lot. We made a lot of fun dinners together. Yeah.
Always important to have a roommate you get along with. I guess this year has put that to a test more than ever before.
Yeah, totally. Definitely. I'm sure hopefully I think she likes me enough to say that we got along okay. Maybe a few spats over what movies we were going to watch that day or what was for dinner, but other than that, we made it out alive, so we're okay.
Yeah, if those were your biggest problems, I think you're doing okay. So, how as a team have you guys been navigating through all of this? Your season would be going now. By now, normally you would have had many weeks of preseason action before that. Everything's so different. It seems like you guys have done a really good job of keeping it light and kind of rolling with the punches. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's been like?
Yeah, I definitely think that as a unit, we've just kind of solidified what we want our team identity to be, regardless of the situation. Obviously, preseason and all of those fun trips that we take together never happen just because we have to stay within our bubbles and keep working to maintain social distancing and all that. But being grateful that we have the opportunity to be at war in our cohorts and practicing with masks and everything, I think it's just more of an opportunity to work on skills that we might not have had the time to because our season starts so early and goes for such a long time. Generally, it's a lot of like team systems and skill building, whereas now it's definitely like individually we're all working to get better, but also in a group setting. So it's really, really nice that way for sure. I don't think we've taken our foot off the gas in any sort of way. I think we've just changed the way that we train because we don't have anything coming up every weekend. We're not traveling every weekend. So yeah, we're definitely still in the gym doing our thing, but just gives us a different perspective on it. And our team sports like Whitney has also been awesome, just helping us navigate the uncontrollables, I guess, because we don't really know what's going to happen. So got to roll with the punches.
How has that been with adjusting to training, like you said, with masks? I know speaking to some other athletes, like going to the varsity gym, going to the weight room with masks on. I mean, that sounds so weird. That must have taken a bit of adjusting too.
Yeah, I was fairly used to wearing the mask just because at work I wore it all the time. And it's definitely sweaty. It makes you breathe a little bit heavier for sure. But you know, I guess we're just working on our cardio a little bit harder, so we'll see. It's definitely an uncomfortable thing to get used to, but now I don't really notice it because it's just part of the new normal. Yeah, definitely sweaty though.
Yeah. Besides ditching the masks eventually, hopefully soon here, what else are you really looking forward to? I'm sure getting back to competition with other teams will be great. What else are you really craving and missing these days?
I feel like there's like a lot of little things that you don't realize that you miss until you go to do it and you're like, I actually can't do that. Definitely traveling to compete, but also traveling back to see family and even just enjoying my friends that aren't within my bubble would be awesome. Just the simple things like sitting down at a restaurant with somebody and not having to worry about that. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I miss the normalcy of human interaction rather than like constantly having to monitor myself and think about someone standing somewhat close to me or whether I go to like shake someone's hand. So I think it's just the little things along with the travel aspect.
Yeah, that was something I was thinking about too. Is like it's such a big part of university athletics is, and one of the biggest fun parts, right, must be traveling, right? You travel with your teammates, you get out of town, and obviously it's for basically a business purpose to try and win a couple matches, but that's such a moment of camaraderie and all that is how much do you miss that part in particular?
Yeah, I was talking with Jade, my roommate, about that actually. Just the fact that on Thursdays we were all like at the gym with our luggage ready to go, and there'd be fights over who got to drive with which coaches because like driving skills. I'm not going to say who's the ideal coach to go with, but there's definitely a race to the vans, and then even just the eating together in the hotels and traveling back and forth in different areas. So yeah, it's different, and it's sad that some of the first years won't be able to experience that right now. But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to have more opportunity to bond over things like that for sure.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it sure sounds like you guys are doing the best you can given all the circumstances. Like I told you earlier, I really miss being out on campus. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys in action sooner than later. But thanks again for taking a few minutes to chat and share some stories, and best of luck with everything. And yeah, hopefully see you soon.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Have a good night.